Society hands us a script: grow up, get a job, follow the well-trodden path that everyone expects. Find a partner, get married, have kids. This is the story we're told from childhood, reinforced by movies, family, and even casual conversations. Step off that path, especially as a man in your 30s or 40s, and suddenly you're under a microscope, your choices questioned at every turn. People wonder, is he immature, can't commit, or just a player? The speculation is endless and rarely flattering. The judgment is instant, even if it's unspoken. It lingers in the air, shaping how others treat you. The pressure isn't always loud, it's in the side glances at family gatherings, the awkward silences, the questions that never quite get asked. It's in the dwindling invites from married friends, as if your single status is contagious or uncomfortable. There's a subtle sense that you're the odd one out, the one who doesn't quite fit the mold. Single men become puzzles, disrupting the couple-centric social order, making others uncomfortable with their independence. Society projects its own insecurities onto them, labeling them as flawed or incomplete, as if partnership is the only measure of success. Even the language is telling. Bachelorette sounds fun, adventurous, a celebration of freedom, but bachelor for an older man? Suddenly it's a loaded term, tinged with pity or suspicion. The idea that a man could be single by choice, happy and fulfilled, just doesn't compute for many. It challenges the narrative we've all been taught. He's seen as a problem to fix, not a person making a conscious choice. Friends and family offer advice, assuming he must be searching for something he lacks. The truth? Being single isn't a failure, it's a valid modern way to live. It can be empowering, freeing, and deeply rewarding. It's time to rethink what it means to be a man today and to recognize that happiness and fulfillment come in many forms, not just the ones society prescribes. So why are more men choosing to stay single? It's a question that's coming up more and more, and the answers might surprise you. It's not about avoiding responsibility or just wasting time on endless video games. For many, it's about focusing on personal growth, hobbies, and building a life that feels meaningful on their own terms. The world has changed. Expectations for men in relationships are higher and often contradictory. Be strong but vulnerable. Be a provider but also emotionally available. It's a confusing landscape to navigate. Provide but split everything equally. The rules keep shifting, and it's hard to know what's expected from one day to the next. Many men are realizing happiness doesn't require a partner. They're finding fulfillment in solitude, discovering passions, and enjoying the freedom to make their own choices. Freedom to control your time, money, and choices is powerful. There's a sense of independence that comes from not having to compromise on your dreams or daily routines. Modern dating is a minefield. Apps, social media, and ever-growing checklists of what makes a good man. The pressure to impress and perform can feel overwhelming. The pressure to meet every expectation can be exhausting. It's no wonder some men are stepping back to focus on their own well-being. Men see friends lose everything in messy divorces and weigh the risks. They're learning from others' experiences and thinking twice before jumping in. For many, the peace and autonomy of single life outweigh the potential rewards of a relationship. There's comfort in knowing you're in control of your own happiness. It's not about fear. It's a strategic, self-preserving choice. Men are choosing to invest in themselves and their futures. Singlehood isn't a failure to launch. It's a conscious move to build a life on your own terms, with your own goals and priorities leading the way. More men are realizing you don't need a relationship to be complete. Happiness can be found in self-reliance and personal achievement. Sometimes solo is simply smarter, and for a growing number of men, it's the path that makes the most sense. Pop culture paints single men as either clueless man-children or cold, commitment-phobic playboys. The sitcom slob who needs a woman to fix him, or the suave, emotionally unavailable Bond type. These are the only options we see. Where's the story about the guy building a business, caring for family, or just enjoying his own company? These stereotypes erase the reality. Most single men are just living normal, fulfilling lives. The media's narrow lens shapes public perception, making it hard for single men to be seen as healthy or happy. If a man says he's single, people jump to caricatures, not the real person. It's time to break the distortion. Being single isn't a punchline or a warning sign. It's just another way to live. The red pill idea is about seeing the realities of modern dating, not just the fairy tales. Men start to notice patterns, like how relationships can be practical, even transactional, not just romantic. This awareness can be tough, but it's also freeing. Men shift focus from chasing validation to building their own purpose. The question becomes, how can I be the best version of myself, with or without a partner? Relationships become an enhancement, not a necessity. It's not about hating women, it's about self-preservation and making informed choices. For many, the safest and most rewarding path right now is singlehood. It's a wake-up call. You don't have to follow the old script, you can choose your own adventure. The biggest perk of single life? Freedom. Real, tangible freedom. You get to call the shots, set your own pace, and design your days exactly how you want. There's a sense of possibility in every decision, and you're the only one steering the ship. Financially, your money is yours. Every paycheck, every bonus, every investment, you decide where it goes, and you reap the rewards. No debates over spending, no joint accounts to worry about. You can treat yourself or save for your dreams without compromise or guilt. Want to take a risk, start a business, or save aggressively? You can. Time is yours, too. You can work late, travel on a whim, or dive into a new project without needing anyone's approval. No shared calendars, no obligatory couples weekends. Your schedule is wide open and you get to fill it with what matters most to you. You can spend your days however you want, learning, traveling, or just relaxing. Every moment is yours to enjoy, explore, or simply unwind. Your home is your sanctuary, set up exactly how you like it. Every detail reflects your taste, your comfort, and your priorities. No compromises, no stress about someone else's mess or moods. Peace and order are yours to maintain, and your space stays just the way you want it. Mentally, you're free to focus on your own goals and well-being. You can invest in your growth, your health, and your happiness without distraction. For many men, this isn't a phase, it's the main event. They find purpose and satisfaction in building a life that's truly their own. They build routines and friendships that are deeply fulfilling. Bonds with friends grow stronger and social life is rich and rewarding. The single life isn't a consolation prize, it's the grand prize. It's a lifestyle that brings confidence, pride, and a sense of achievement. Autonomy is the real win. When you're single, you're in control, and that's something to celebrate every single day. The myth that happiness only comes from romance is everywhere, but it's just that, a myth. Real fulfillment comes from within, purpose, passion, and strong friendships. Whether it's a career, creative pursuit, or mastering a skill, these are sources of lasting happiness. Single men are thriving, traveling, learning, building deep bonds with friends. Their lives are full, not lonely. They've separated happiness from relationship status and found contentment on their own terms. Relationships can add joy, but they're not the only path. The idea that a single man is automatically unhappy is simply false. Happiness is about living in alignment with your values and purpose. For many, that's easier and more rewarding alone. It's time to change the conversation. Being a single man isn't a problem or a failure, it's a valid, positive choice. We need to drop the stereotypes and see the individual, not his relationship status. This shift frees men from unfair pressure and lets them pursue their goals confidently. For women, it means understanding that a single man isn't rejecting anyone. He's just on his own path. Success looks different for everyone. Family for some, freedom and adventure for others. Both are valid. Respecting each person's choice is key. The single man isn't broken, he's pioneering a new way to live. That deserves understanding, not judgment.